Here we have Frogsaurus Rex, and once again, they look like they got stuck in the mud, and they are resorting to push power because the wheels have sunk deep and ever so deep in the yucky, cruddy, muddy goo. Frogsaurus Rex has been here, I don't know how many years. They've come to Port Townsend and invariably get stuck in the mud. They haven't bothered to change their design any, so they must like this part where they're up to their knees and elbows. And here we have the atomic scorpion getting very stuck in the mud. They have their tow ropes out, and their crew, even with the tow ropes, is having an impassable time getting out of the mud. The crowd isn't helping much. They're just standing by, gaping at the claws. We're talking to Wet Paint here before the mud. Tell me, what have you done to get ready for the muddy, cruddy, yucky?
What we've done is sat up here while Bob's underneath setting it all up for us.
What does he do to set it up?
We go into a lower gear.
And we have our paddles out on the side here, just like for the water. We use them for the mud as well.
And how else do you survive the mud? How's your gearing?
Low. I think this is our first time pedaling, but these guys are the masters here, so I'd go ask Murray there.
You know, you have some very nice colors here on this wet paint sculpture. What do you think is going to happen to... What do you think is going to happen to the colors on your sculpture as you go through the mud?
I think they're going to get dirty, but then they're going to get clean again. But then they might get dirty again.
The ever-changing, evolving world of kinetics. And what's Bob doing down there on the ground?
Well, it's a hard job. Bob is doing the hard job. The job that I don't do because it's hard.
It looks like a gearing thing. He's putting it into low range, getting the idler set.
That's right.
Is that right? Is that right, Bob?
Bob had something to talk to her. To do with gears. It also, gears and temper, they coincide, so gear equals temper.
Gears and temper coincide. The tempers are as tight as the gears today.
Muddy.
And they're going to get very muddy. I have a thief in my basket.
Yeah, I guess it's too late to do the strings. That would take quite a while.
Let's do it, Bob.
Strings, you want
No, let's do it. We're ready to go.
Okay. We'll see you at the other side. Good luck, Wet Paint.
Let's just get these things and see on here.
You look beautiful right now. This is a gorgeous sculpture. Team Rogue. They're from Jacksonville, Oregon? No, Medford. Ooh, they're from Oregon. They come up here. They've been up here a number of years. Their machine, as most kinetic sculptures, are always evolving as they learn how to succumb the obstacles that they are faced with. The artwork has been in place and is lovely color array. They look like they're heading straight for the Kinetic choo-choo, which is backing up here, also getting ready to go into the mud bog. Wet paint.
Into the muddiest part of the bog.
They are.
Or use the easy road. We just heard the opposite.
We have the master builder of wet paint out on the mud bog, searching, checking out the field. Which side should he go on, the left or the right? He has a lot invested in this machine and does not want to risk life and limb or bend of metal. Which route will he take? They've decided to go to the right. They're backing it up now, repositioning themselves. These machines are not as sturdy as they might appear. Many of them have fragile parts, believe it or not, considering the obstacles they have to go through. And a good kinetic sculptor takes care of his machine after the hours of time he has
Go on the other side and see if Bob will talk to you.
invested in what's going on. We'll see if we can get a word from Bob. You're looking good, Bob. We're appreciating your thoughtfulness and care in your sculpture. Any words as you're heading into the bog?
Yahoo! Well, it looks like you can't even get over this.
And off they go. They've made their first turn, and they're heading down the hill. Once they get the wheel turned into position, there's a lot of angles to consider here. The steering is an interesting design and is easily bent. You can see the largeness of these wheels and rims. They have many considerations and a lovely smile at the front peddler. I think they're lined up. They look like they're ready to go. They're heading for the first hill. First hill, yes. They're successfully rolling through and have continued to collect mud along the way. The crowd is cheering them on. And it's getting nice and muddy. What do you think of this sculpture?
Awesome.
That's awesome. Look at it go through the mud like that. Amazing. What do you think of this sculpture? Pretty good, huh? It's a good one.